Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Dream Team Chat on a Tuesday. We're coming to you talking about one of our literal favorite topics.
Yes.
Like, this is, I feel like what brings me a lot of joy in my business. I know the same is for Alex. And so, forgive my Phoebe like voice going on. I have a cold or something, but I'm fine. I'm fine. We're here. So, we're going to be talking about lifestyle marketing tonight, you guys. And when we're talking about this, I just want to kind of like throw out generally that there's no right or wrong way to do this because your life is going to look different. Your schedule looks different. How you go about promoting Scentsy and our products may look a little bit different, and that's totally okay. But what we have found value in is this idea of marketing our products that promotes using it in a lifestyle that keeps people coming back, right? Because when it's integrated into their everyday life, it becomes what they feel like is a necessity. And the thing is, one of the biggest things that I hear about Scentsy is that it's like a luxury product, right? We don't need wax and warmers. And that may be true. That may be very true. But the reality of it is that we have products across the board in many different categories that people are already using. For instance, laundry products or counter clean, some kind of cleaning product, kid products, stuff for your body lotion, hand soap, all of these things your customers or all consumers are getting somewhere at a box store or through a company similar to Scentsy or with Scentsy. And so our mindset here is to create this role in our customers' lives where we are showing them that you can use Scentsy and it doesn't have to be just wax and warmers and diffusers, that it can be literally things that you are using on a day-to-day basis and how Scentsy can be integrated as a part of that. So we're just going to talk a little bit about what that looks like and how we take that on within our business. Okay. Hold on. My voice is literally dying. Okay. So we looked up the definition of lifestyle marketing because I like to know, like, what is the definition of this? What does that, how do they define it? Whoever they is, right? And so it is defined as lifestyle marketing is a marketing approach where a brand connects itself to the ideals, values, and aspirations of their identified target audience. Okay, so now think about, who is your target audience? Who are you marketing to? Okay, because the brand that we need to connect people to is Scentsy. That is the brand. You are the connector. You are the middleman, okay? A very important middleman, right? This business is based off of the middleman, okay? So
Mhm.
you are the middleman. How are you connecting the brand to the target audience? What does that look like, right? That's what lifestyle marketing is. That's how we build on that. That's how we communicate that our products are, necessities, or they're good for your home, or that they smell really good. Like, whatever your approach is, you need to figure out who you're targeting and what that looks like in your everyday life, because lifestyle marketing, I think, only works when it's consistently done, because
Mhm.
otherwise it's just some pop-up ad that you never see again, right?
Mhm.
And your audience needs to see it multiple times in order to be engaged. And so that is the basis of what we're going to be talking about tonight. And just what that looks like on a like actual action basis.
Yep. And so like Brie was saying, we want this to be an organic type of content that we're putting out to our market, right? No one likes, I would argue that not very many people shop through ads. Ads are not what pulls people in. And so it's going to be really important as consultants for us to be organic and authentic in the way that we share. And like Brie mentioned, there's no real wrong way to be authentic in sharing. I think consistency is a main key factor with it. But there's so many avenues that we can advertise on. There's Facebook pages, there's Facebook groups, there's Instagram stories, Pinterest, TikTok, YouTube, right? Email lists, excuse me. And it goes on and on. Okay. We're just struggling over
I
here.
know.
It's okay.
Truly.
And so I want to encourage you guys all to, one, find what works for you. Find your avenues of advertising that works for you. For me personally, and I know for you too, Bree, it's our VIP group.
Yeah.
And Instagram stories. I feel like that is where we really have our comfort zones and that we're really rocking in that. But in any,
It's like throwback to 2018.
truly, like my cat is just on one right now. Oh my gosh.
Here comes Carson.
Carson, I'm on my video right now, buddy. You need to go lay down or you're going to end up getting in trouble. Okay. In any sense, no matter where you're advertising on, I think it's really important to adopt the mindset of advertising like you are running a personal blog. Okay. This is something I've been saying for many years now because I think it's so important to look at in this way. Oh my gosh. When you are advertising in such a way that you are advertising like a personal blog, it really becomes personal and it becomes you become an expert at storytelling. Storytelling the products in your life, the way that you're using the products, the way that they make you feel, and then more, right? This is where your customers get to recognize what your home looks like, what your tastes are, what your kids look like, right? Your sense of humor, right? This is where you're able to share things like recipes and your personality even, right? It doesn't just have to be Scentsy all the time. And I would encourage you for it to not be Scentsy all the time, because you and your business is much more than just Scentsy. Scentsy is a great asset to your life and it fits in every little area of your life. If you just look around your home and you recognize how much Scentsy you actually do have in your home, I think it's very clear how Scentsy fits into your everyday life very well. And that's one of my favorite things about Scentsy is it really is a lifestyle brand. We have products for every part of your life and then some, but it's going to be figuring out how you can incorporate these products into your daily life and then how you can advertise that or market that to your customers. And so when I like to think of it as like a lifestyle blog, it really paints the picture of letting your consumers and your audience into your daily life with Scentsy sprinkled in there. Okay. There are some like ratios where some people think like, 90% Scentsy, 10% personal life. And that can vary based off of what your consistency level is or what areas you're marketing, what platforms you're using, right? And so I hesitate to give ratios of how it should look because it's going to look different for everyone. But I think it is important to see where you can fit Scentsy into your everyday life and then see where then you can advertise that. So for example, let's talk about my VIP group on Facebook. Okay. So my VIP group on Facebook is generally like a morning post, and that can be something like with my kids or me at the gym or a Scentsy product, like something I use every morning, like a diffuser or something. Right. And then a late morning post about something Scentsy related, usually an afternoon post, again, usually Scentsy related. An evening post is usually not Scentsy related. A recipe I'm making, something funny my kids did, a funny meme that I saw, right? And then I round out the day with usually like a Scentsy post. Again, my diffuser, a warmer, or anything really, something I'm advertising. But what you see throughout the day in my customer group is my life with Scentsy, right?
With this cat.
My life with Scentsy, and I advertise it in such a way that people who are in my audience watching are getting to know me. They're getting to know my home. They're getting to know my preferences. They're getting to know, what I love, my favorite things, right? And then you throw in those non-Scentsy posts like, what are you having for dinner tonight? What is your favorite candy bar, right? Fun things that get people interacting back with you and giving their opinions, advice. That is super helpful. So just come out the front door. Yeah, I guess. So advertising like a personal blog, I think, is my number one tip to lifestyle marketing, because we have products for every part of our life, and finding ways to fit that into your daily marketing is going to help a lot. Okay. No one likes to be sold to. And so when you can do it in such a way that it is organic and you're telling stories, that's going to be the win. Okay. And what really helps with this is using real life pictures. I would say if you have a single flyer on your camera roll, delete it. There's no need for flyers ever. Okay. There are so many real life pictures around, whether it be the Scentsy you have in your home or Scentsy pictures that you find on Instagram or Pinterest, etc. Real life pictures are the way to go. I mean, use it in your own example as you're scrolling Instagram or something. When there are like real content ads, like, like how companies use like reviews, like a video review as their ad.
Yeah.
And that catches your attention so much more than like a marketed picture of the product with a blurb about it. Right. It just is not the same to see marketing images.
Well, have you guys seen the video of the air purifier that Scentsy is doing this?
Yeah, they did so good.
Yeah, that video is real life. And they said that like we are the inspiration behind it because they were so inspired by our real life content and us wanting real life like commentary and images to be able to use so people can envision these products inside their home.
Yep. Yes, for sure. So like we all get
sucked
into real life content. And so if I could scream to every new consultant to not use like flyers, right? Like anything a flyer says, type it out.
Yep. And use a real life
use a real life picture instead. Okay. It goes miles beyond what a flyer could ever do. It goes miles beyond what a staged studio picture could even do.
Though I will say Scentsy
has totally stepped out.
Yeah.
You can absolutely see that the quality of the marketing pictures in the last 3 months even is different than what it was 6 months ago. So
when it comes to like licensed products, that's where I would say like I would have no problem sharing those because they're like,
and even the Mother's Day collection ones were really good this year. So like, I'm really not dogging on like the newer marketing images with Scentsy, but I would say even a week after those products launch, when those new pictures are coming in from other consultants, even those are going to appeal more to our customers. Okay. And then especially if it's on your nightstand that you take pictures with, or with your kid holding it, right? Real life pictures over everything, you guys. And so I just, it's worth mentioning. We've mentioned it probably 5 million times
at least,
but for new consultants or people who maybe find a flyer and think that, this is a really pretty flyer. It might be pretty to print it and put it in mail or fun mail or something. But as far as posting it online to advertise, it goes against lifestyle marketing, and
it's just not catchy.
It's
not going to attract. And that's the thing is that it's like lifestyle marketing, but also goes hand in hand with attraction marketing.
So you
have to be aware of that.
Yes. And not to mention, when you're posting flyers, you're literally working against algorithms because Facebook and Instagram both flag those as spam. And so it's seen by less people. And if you're up for a social experiment, find a flyer that you've posted maybe in your business of car bars, right?
Yeah.
And then take a picture of a car bar, or you holding a car bar like a selfie, or even a picture of a car bar in your car, and post it and just see the difference physically for yourself, the difference in interaction. It's night and day. Okay. So using real life pictures over everything.
Yeah.
Okay. If you see a flyer and you're like, oh, I need to advertise the whiff box, go find a real life picture of the whiff box and advertise it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what I do is when I don't get the whiff box, I have a box that
it's just
box,
plain.
Yeah. It's like empty and I take a picture with it.
Yep.
And then like,
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Use what you have. I didn't order the summer collection bars yet. I just haven't. And so what I did today was I took the same colored bars from my stash and I posed with them.
Yep.
So use what you have and get creative, but use real life pictures over everything.
Yep.
Okay. And then another huge part of this lifestyle marketing that I think is such a benefit to us as consultants is repetition.
Yes.
Okay. Find what you're already using every single day. Okay. And market that. Market it every single day if you want to. Okay. Repetition is a good thing in this business. And let me tell you why. Okay. When people see something, and this is proven, okay, when people see something one time, they don't even think about it. When they see it 2 times, they really don't even think about it. When they see it 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 times, they might even get annoyed at it, right? They might even like scoff at it a little bit. But by the time they're seeing it the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th time, they need it. Okay. That's why commercials work. The first 5 times you watch a commercial, you probably don't even recognize it. But then when you're 10 times in, you've memorized the commercial, you know exactly what it is by the second it starts, you know, or you're even talking about it at dinner time. Okay. So advertising, there is a science to it. And I think we all, not we all, I think we learned this during COVID when everyone was at home and everyone's Scentsy freshing their beds all of a sudden. And all of a sudden Scentsy Fresh is flying off the shelves because every morning people are Scentsy freshing their beds on Instagram stories.
Yeah.
Okay. And then all of a sudden everyone needs Scentsy Fresh.
Truly.
Okay.
I need to see how many Scentsy Freshes I sold in 2020.
Truly.
I sold
Because
so many.
it was like a awakening to us as consultants about how amazing Scentsy Fresh is. And then also for the consumers, they were like, wow, my consultant uses this every day. I need it, you know?
And they were there to see it.
Yes.
Every day too.
Yep. And they see it in your stories every day. So I want to encourage you all, whether it's turning on the switch of your warmer every day, filling up your diffuser every morning, spraying your bed with Scentsy Fresh every day, wiping off your counters with Counter Clean every day. Find a product that you love, that you use every day, and fit that into your marketing. I would encourage you to go ahead and put it on your stories every single day. Post about it in your group as many times as you want in a week. I probably post about my diffuser like 4 times a week.
At least.
You know, I fill it up every single morning on my stories, mostly every single morning on my stories. And then I post about it in my customer group probably every other day, what oil I'm warming that day, you know? And then, oh man, you just wait for me to change up the shade, right?
Right.
And then that's a whole nother talking
Content.
point and new content that they see every single day, right? So repetition is an amazing thing for your business. A lot of times we feel afraid to talk about it again or post that same warmer again. But here's the thing, when your customers see it again and again and again, they start to connect the way you feel about it with the way they feel about it. It's just this magical way our brains work, right? I think we've all been influenced by people who are so in love with this one product and they're always using it or talking about it. And then all of a sudden we have a Stanley Cup, you know what I mean?
Truly.
And so don't be afraid to be repetitive with the products that you're using and loving daily. Okay. I would even encourage you to find ways to implement it daily to your audience, right? And I don't mean like on your Instagram feed, every single day is the same picture of a diffuser, right? But certainly in your stories, right? Certainly different talking points of the diffuser and oil, the shade changing, the color changing mode. Absolutely. If that's your thing, go for it. Okay. Because what you'll do by being repetitive about these products you'll love is you'll find other people who also love diffusers or love their bed being made every morning or love this particular warmer. You'll find those people. Okay. And yes, you want to be well-rounded. You want to talk about other products. You want to circle around the block with different products and promotions and fun things going on, but there's nothing wrong with continuing to showcase items that you love. So to me, that's a huge part of lifestyle marketing, because the products you're using and that you're loving in your home day after day are going to be your best places to advertise and the best place to talk to people, because then your confidence is going to be up on those products. You're going to love those products the most. And then in turn, your customers and those people watching are going to be attracted to those products as well.
And hey, if you're someone who struggles with figuring out what to post every day, like content wise, this should be like a huge relief to you, because your content doesn't have to vary that much. You can literally post about the same things, the same warmers that you have, the same diffuser that you have every day, right? And with slight variations, with adding in your personality, with marketing in a way that's super authentic to you, people aren't going to feel like it's the exact same thing over and over again. They're going to recognize the value in it because you're talking about it over and over again, right? If we just talk about, if we're like, oh my gosh, this oil is the best oil ever, and then we never talk about it again, do I really trust you in that? No, not really.
And people forget, like people are going to forget so quickly, but if they keep seeing that Bella flower and birchwood oil here, and then there, 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 all of a sudden when they're on your website shopping, they want that Bella flower and birchwood oil because they remember.
Okay. Yeah. I have one more thing to talk about. Here we go. Let's hope I can get through this. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I messing you up?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. So transitioning from consumer lifestyle marketing, I do want to just touch on the idea that we're not just like when we're putting out content, and especially on like your VIP page and your Instagram and stuff like that. When you're putting out content, don't forget that you're not just marketing to potential consumers, but you're also marketing to potential teammates, right? And so this idea of you're not just out there trying to push this product, you are running a business. And so what people are really interested in seeing is how this business works. How are you working a full-time job and you have a Scentsy business? How are you being a mom to 3 boys and working a Scentsy business? How are you at the soccer fields every single day, but still working your business? Like, what does that look like? How do you handle all of that? What are the behind the scenes little nuggets that you can share with the people watching? And how do you transform that into, this is my business. I'm working this every single day or as often as possible. My lifestyle is, a sports mom, or, I work a full-time job or whatever, but I also do Scentsy. So what does that look like? Your purpose should be sharing that every so often. I would say at least once a week, putting content out there that is very breaking down that fourth wall, right? They say that in show business. It's that fourth wall. It's being able to see the cameras and the producers and everything behind the scenes, right? People want to see that because that's how you get people envisioning. Again, we talk about the consumers envisioning Scentsy in their home, but it's also giving an opportunity for those same consumers or those same people who are watching the ability to see Scentsy as a part of their life as it pertains to starting a Scentsy business, right? And so if you're like, wow, I earned an incentive, or wow, this Scentsy business paid for my Starbucks card, but nobody's even knowing that you're working your business, like they don't see you doing anything about it. They can't figure out how you got from posting a couple pictures of a warmer to paying off a debt. Right. And so showing that in between, letting them see you packaging orders, letting them see you on a dream team chat, letting them see the behind the scenes of placing an order or following up in pickup line, or, whatever it may be at a team meeting, like whatever it looks like, give your people an opportunity to see you working your business, so that they can have the opportunity to envision their lives with Scentsy as a part of it, as a business. Okay. And that might feel super silly or may feel like it doesn't produce anything, but I promise you, people are watching. We say this all the time, but people are watching you and people are wondering and people have questions, and you never know. The next thing that you post about your business could be the thing that solidifies it for that person. And they say, oh my gosh, yep. Okay. I want to do this.
Yep.
Right. And so, and making sure that you're covering all your bases. Right. So I post pictures about dream team chats and coming over here with Alex, but I also post pictures of me doing my happy mail. And I also post pictures of me on the SSD call. And I also post pictures of me on vacation because of Scentsy. Like, I post everything in between because I never know who it's going to touch, who it's going to reach, right? Because one person may not want vacations. One person may want a friendship. One person may want community, right? And so you have to kind of give them all of it in little bite-sized pieces, and the behind the scenes and the realness of it, so that they know what they're getting into, so that there's not a question of, how did you get there? What do you actually do? Sure, there might be details and stuff like that, but like truly being an open book and showing up and showing people that you're showing
because
up.
On the other end of it, they're saying, I've watched you work your business.
Right. My customers always comment on like, I know that you work your business so hard,
Yeah.
because they see it. They see me working my business so hard. They know that I wear a lot of different hats, but I live, breathe, and eat Scentsy. Like,
Yep.
I'm doing this all the time, and they love it.
Yep.
They love that commitment, right? They know
They
that I'm
do.
committed to this purpose and to this cause, and so there's never a question about that. Are those people all joining? No, but that's okay, right? Because what they see as a really great consultant is a benefit to me, even if they don't see it as being something for them. The worst that can happen is that they'll see you as an amazing,
Yes.
dedicated
They
consultant.
know that their Scentsy consultant takes their job seriously.
Right? So
And
there's
that in
not a
itself is
lose.
gold,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I would encourage you to sprinkle that in to your business or into your marketing when you're talking about Scentsy. Make sure that you are letting people see the business side of things and giving them an opportunity to, um, feel exclusive and have that ability to have a conversation with you about what it looks like to run a Scentsy business.